Hello, welcome to 2020, and this not as dark as it looks on their room. It's Indie Carnival. I'm Zach. That's Nolan. That's Serena.
Oh my god. If only we had mentioned this recently.
But we're going to do a CouchLock. We're going to watch Rutles, All You Need Is Cash today, which is Monday? Yeah, Monday the 29th. Neil Innes passed away today. Probably Friday by the time you guys see this, but tribute, and it's just one of my favorite movies ever. So we're going to sit back, watch this, have a little laugh. Hope you guys will have a little laugh with us. And
it's mandatory, actually.
Yeah, it is mandatory. Also mandatory is go to patreon.com/indiecarnival and just drop us $1 or $2. Anyway, let's get into it.
The Rutles story is a legend, a living legend, a legend that will live long after lots of other living legends have died. Tonight, we are extremely proud to present the semi-legendary life story of the Prefab Four, Dirk, Nasty, Stig, and Harry, who made what they are today, the fabulous Rutles.
Oh, is this going to be like severe in joke density? I've never seen this.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, I love that.
Their first album was made in 20 minutes. The second took
Even longer.
We examine the legend of the Rutles.
Come on.
We look at their lives, their loves, their music. We examine some of the problems that made them.
I was about to say, are we picking up pace?
We ask some of the people who worked with them whether they were really the sort of lovable people they were made out to be.
Yes, tonight we examine the entire legend of the Rutles.
I love these fucking segments.
But where did the story start?
The irony is that some of these songs are as good, if not better, than some Beatles songs.
Right, yeah.
61.
That's the best kind of parody. Like
Yeah.
somebody who can do your thing better than you.
It's almost more like pastiche than parody, too. You know, like, it's not like, you can tell what the songs are pulling from, but it's not like a direct.
Leggy's mother never allowed him to play. Father was so
It's like a
snobby,
satire
he
of a
wore
larger
swimming
issue
trunks
other
in the
than just
bath
the
to
Beatles.
stop him looking down on.
Clear as day.
Yes, thank you. Yes. So, tight trousers and
Nothing's left to the imagination.
I'm standing in the world's
It's really hard to rip on this because there's nothing we could say
notorious
that's actually of a
Reeperbahn
higher comedic quality
Yeah.
than the fucking movie.
For four hungry working class lads, there are worse places than prison.
Leggy Mountbatten, in his autobiography, A Cellar Full of Goys, wrote of the excitement of those early days when they rode the go-kart to fame and took the ferry across the Mersey to a land of riches, wealth, and heartache. Leggy put them into suits. He put them into the recording studio, and he put them into the newspapers.
spaceship?
What?
Do you have your
For
spaceship?
the Rutles, success was only a drumbeat away.
Somewhere.
So, funny story. My friend Sean tried for years to get me into the Beatles, like our entire lives, and I just wouldn't fucking have it. And then finally, he made me sit down and watch this movie, and it was like it's just like this. It was like, oh, okay. Like, the Rutles is what got me into the Beatles, and this has been one of my favorite movies ever since then.
I can see why. This is just...
they chased me. And they called me. They beat me up.
Who did?
The spaceship is MIA.
Little girls.
Found it.
What's your ambition? I'd like to be a hairdresser. Or two. I'd like to be two hairdressers.
First time I met the Rutles, they came down to see us at Richmond. And we were just completely a number, you know, and they were all suddenly, they were standing there in their black suits. They'd just come off a TV show. And they were just standing there sort of checking us out, the opposition.
I'd like to own a squadron of tanks.
They were very nice, you know, they
Me
heard
too.
about us.
It was a busy week for the Prefab Four as the fever of Ruttlemania rolls over England. First to arrive is Ruttle fan Princess Margaret, escorted by her husband.
I
Lord
wish
Snow,
someone would bring
Tony
back
Armstrong
newsreel
Jones.
commentary like this, though.
Oh,
Her
yes.
Majesty herself was there to greet the Ruttles on this royal, glittering occasion, the annual Royal Command performance.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't really believe in charity. Like, I don't, like, I don't believe in...
It's not effective.
I don't believe in throwing money at a
me.
problem. Right. Like, if you're gonna do something that's direct action and actually, like, immediately addresses a problem and a need, which of course takes money and infrastructure, but that's not a reason, that's not enough on its own.
CouchLock, come in, sit down, chill out, form a Marxist critique. Are they supposed to like all have like fascist stuff going on in their lyrics? Like, I keep seeing this thing.
I mean, you've seen Faulty Towers.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's post-war British humor. So there's a lot of like
Shitting on fascists?
yeah, there's a lot of shitting on, specifically shitting on Nazis.
Yeah.
That's in there, and you know, well deserved.
Sir Brian Morrison has been Regius Professor of Music at the University of Oxford for the past 30 years. We asked him just how good musically were the Ruttles. Stanley J. Cramerhead III Jr. is an occasional visiting professor of applied narcotics at the University of South California. He is also a keen historian of pop music. We asked him just how good musically were the Ruttles.
I was about to say, this is kind of how I feel like
He didn't really tell us
you guys
either.
explain things.
I'm standing by the banks of the Mississippi in Louisiana, the cradle of the blues. That's black music sung mainly by whites. And we're here to find out the black origins of Ruttle music. I spoke with Blind Lemon Pie.
Well, everything I learned,
Oh my
I
god.
learned from the Rutles.
What?
From the Ruttles, really?
Yes, everything.
But surely you were singing the blues back in the early 30s.
No, I was working on the railroad. I worked on the railroad for 30 years or more until I heard the Rutles. Then I decided that that's my type of music. I would leave the railroad and I became a musician. And I've been starving ever since.
Oh my god.
So, where did Ruttle music originate?
Next door. Next door to Ruttle and Orange Peel.
I feel good, I feel bad, I feel happy, I feel sad.
I think the thing is, like, instead of just sending out specific songs, they send up eras and like and so like everything good about the Hard Day's Night era and that album and everything is all encapsulated. And there's more songs than what's just in the movie, but it's really encapsulated in this song and a few others, to where it's like it kind of just captures that whole essence in a way that the broader picture can't really, you know, like.
Have you ever seen Hard Day's Night?
Yep.
Hard Day's Night is fantastic. It is legitimately one of my favorite movies of all time. Help is really good too. Magical Mystery Tour is actually really, really fun if you just go in with no expectations of any kind of like cohesive narrative or anything. Yeah, you just go along for the ride. It's a great tripping movie. The only Beatles movie I don't really like is Yellow Submarine, just because they're not in it.
He's the author of many books set
Yeah,
in
it's really
and around
strange.
Liverpool,
But
including
I like that
Mersey
movie on
Sound,
like
Gig, the
as
Liverpool
itself
Scene, and
pretty
two
well.
of his Liverpool
It's really
poems
weird.
are in the Oxford Book of 20th Century English Verse. You turned your back on all those millions of sales, all those hundreds of gold records. Yeah, that's right. What's it like to be such an asshole?
You know that Dan Aykroyd is the only SNL member that John Cleese said had the talent and like savvy to be a part of Python.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. No, there's something to be said for the amount of care it takes to pull off the dumbest kinds of humor.
Right.
The chord that lasted forever, you know.
The release of this album, a millstone in pop music history, contributed
Was that
greatly to an idyllic summer of bells,
that was a
flowers,
send-up
and
of,
tea drinking.
Day in the life.
Its music
Day in the
led
Life, you guys?
thousands to
No,
experiment.
oh, what? What are you talking about? This?
No.
The chord that lasts forever?
Eventually,
No.
even the
Oh.
press
The,
found it and offered Dirk the chance to deny it.
It's not up to me. If you come to
It's
me and
Lucy
ask
in
me,
the
I'm going to
Sky,
tell you the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah.
But,
Because it is
no,
the
I'm
truth.
saying
Now, how about
oh
tea?
shit, I've forgotten now.
Lots of tea.
Blue Jay Way.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like hammer, that's a just
Yeah.
one chord.
Yeah.
And biscuits.
Dirk's admission created a scandal.
Does the out-of-sync people like mess with you?
That and just the fact that this song is just as insufferable as the Beatles version of it.
Of course, he had other artistes, the Machismo brothers, Arthur Hodgson and the Kneecaps,
I want to hear all of
as
these
well as the
motherfuckers.
French Beach Boys, Les Garçons de la Plage.
Oh.
But his decision to put money into bullfighters as a tax dodge, plus his unusual personal life,
At the end of it, we found out that Legg had gone off to Australia, which kind of put the mockers on the whole thing, really.
Did Arthur Sultan have any words of encouragement for you?
No. Well, yeah and no. He said that it took all sorts to make a world and that we shouldn't worry unduly about where he'd gone.
you know, we shouldn't become covered with grief at thoughts of Australia. Because
he did say that we could still keep in touch with him, you know, by tapping the table.
and postcards.
Yeah.
Very stunned.
There have been continued allegations that Ruttle Corps is going bankrupt. Eric Manchester, the Rutles press agent, are these allegations true?
No, they're conjecture, you know. They're sort of rumour. I think you find that where you get success, you'll always find this sort of rumour. No.
So the stories of the theft, they're not true also?
No, they're greatly exaggerated, it's bad, you know. Things are going. But nothing like the rate that people indicate. The trouble is that people feel that because these boys are the Rutles, people can come in and just help themselves to whatever they want, and this is just not on. And we're putting a stop to this, and we are doing, you know, it's almost dried up. Things have gone. I won't deny it. Television sets, the odd car belonging to the company.
There were coffee mugs and shit on
But it's not extreme, you know. Although, I did come in once. I found that my office had been nicked.
Is this similar to...
Have you ever seen Yellow Submarine?
No.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. This is, I think, a lot more clever, but...
Oh man.
Oh.
I know he wasn't Gilliam yet, but man, could you imagine Yellow Submarine if Gilliam had done?
Would have actually had a
Yeah.
deeper tread into surrealism.
Because that's the thing, like, they're not playing their characters, and that's my favorite thing about the Beatles is they're actually really funny, like their personal, like, humor and everything, but a scripted cartoon pastiche of them isn't, and I hate the style of it, like, their voices and the cartoon style, so...
to split the Rutles into smithereens. Amongst the little piles of rubble, Nasty found the artist herself, Chastity, a simple German girl whose father had invented World War II. Nasty adored her. They announced their engagement next day at a press conference held in Schnock.
What are you doing this for?
We're doing this for peace and basically to show that the world is, you know, going astray in its thinking.
What are you doing?
We are getting wet. Because basically we talked it over, Chastity and myself.
You're asking, where's the money? Where's the money? I mean, I don't know where the money is. I've never been good with figures, you know that.
I don't know anything about math. It was never my good subject. I don't know where the money is, but if you need money, I'll give you money. I want to protect you. I want to help
What's he talking to?
I want to protect you from the outside world. Protect you from...
At the final meeting. 3,
This makes sense. I kind of see Eric Idle as the Paul McCartney of Monty Python.
Yeah. Ooh. Idle might...
Not if comedy pertains to music, but just like if...
Okay, are we talking like contribution or like
personality, yeah.
Personality and yeah, okay.
Other ones in this song would say probably one of the carries. Just like contribution wise. Please.
I would say Cleese or Palin probably are my top. Idle's probably at the bottom of my list of Pythons.
Yeah. I don't know. They all seem to belong.
Yeah.
Lorne Michaels, that makes sense. All the SNL cast in there.
Well, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, that pretty much just turned into an excuse to watch that movie. We'll see you guys next week. Nolan and Goose are gonna watch the Pokemon movie. The first one, is that it?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah. So we'll see you guys there for that. Have a good night.